Welcome to today's class. So we're going to do a chair class today. What I want you to do is just find a chair that doesn't have sides, doesn't have handles or armrests on it, handles, whatever. Something that feels sturdy for you. And we're just going to do a little practice here on the chair. Let's start with the breath. So bring one hand to your belly and the other hand to your chest. And just close your eyes. Take a couple of breaths here. If you can, try and breathe through your nose, just bringing your attention into your body. Finding that easy breath. Now keep that easy breathing happening and bring your hands together at your chest. All right, we're gonna start by warming up the arms. So all you're gonna do is as you inhale, reach toward the ceiling, your fingertips can press against each other. And then when you exhale, bring your hands down that center line of your body. Keep pressing your fingertips together. Your palms can come away from each other so you get that little stretch at your wrists. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bring your hands down that center line, pressing your fingers against each other. Do this a couple more times. Just paying attention to your shoulders, maybe listening to the creaks and the crunches. Let's do one more. And then bring your arms down. Now we're gonna do the same start. We're just gonna make it a little bit bigger movement. So when you inhale, reach up. And then when you exhale, reach out to the sides and down. So bring your hands together at your chest. Again, like that, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reach out to the sides and down. If you can, two more. If you don't know the breathing part, just breathe. It's definitely getting all of my breathing happening today. Let's do one more. Now the next time your hands are together at your chest, you're gonna keep your hands together. And then what you're gonna do is just reach your hands out in front of you. Now your elbows can be bent. When you inhale, you're gonna open those arms away from each other, rotating your palms toward the ceiling. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together behind your back. And then when you exhale, bring your palms together in front of your chest. Try and find that little stretch between your shoulder blades, really pulling your belly button in. So inhale, opening wide. Exhale, palms together. Let's do two more. Again, feeling those shoulders. Okay, one more time. All right, now let your arms come down. Roll your shoulders a little bit. Feel all that circulation. Maybe feel the circulation down through your fingertips. And then you can just let your hands rest on your legs. What we're gonna do is move the spine a little bit here. So on your next exhalation, just pull your belly button in, rounding your back. Squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. And then when you inhale, sit up nice and tall. Try and pull those shoulders down away from your ears. Go back and forth. It's harder to do if you just had lunch, like I just had lunch. It'll give you the hiccups. So go back and forth a couple of times. Maybe one more. And then sit up nice and tall and just roll those shoulders a little bit. All right. So we're gonna still focus on the arms. This time bring your arms down by your sides. If you wanna get a little extra action through your hands or wrists, start by pressing out through your palms. If that's too much, you can just keep your fingers kind of pointing toward the floor. But start with your thumbs toward your legs. When you inhale, you're gonna rotate all those fingers out to the sides and back, squeezing your shoulder blades together behind your back. On your exhale, return to the starting spot so your thumbs come towards your legs. So repeat this movement. Inhale, rotating your thumbs back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Exhale, thumbs towards your legs, really pull that belly button in. Let's do two more. You go at your own pace. So if you're going faster or slower than me, that's okay. We're just gonna do one more. And then let your arms relax. Go ahead and shake out those hands, maybe wiggle your fingers a little bit. And again, feel that circulation, that heat all the way down through your fingertips. Now we're gonna give the shoulders and the arms a break just for a moment here. And I wanna focus on the legs. So if you can, stretch your right leg out in front of you. Start with your heel on the floor. We're going to start with a small movement just to start to warm things up. So all you're going to do is point your toes and then flex your foot. Now as you point your toes, you're going to feel that little stretch on the front of your leg, maybe your calf working. And then when you flex your foot, feel that stretch in your calf. You can even play around, maybe rotating your toes out or rotating your toes in. If you notice that you have any pain, any twinging, that's probably too far, so just pay attention. The next time you're flexing your foot, try and keep your toes and your kneecap pointing toward the ceiling. We're going to do a little bit of work here for this hip flexor. If you like, you can hold the seat of your chair, but all you're going to do is when you exhale, you're going to bend your knee back in towards your belly, and then when you inhale, you're going to straighten that leg down to the floor so your heel is on the floor. See if you can do that a couple of times. Exhale, pulling that knee in. Inhale, straightening your leg out. Now, if your hip flexor is really mad, if it doesn't love this, don't do it. Just pulling that belly button in. All right, let's do one more if you can. And then you're going to straighten your leg straight out onto the floor. Let your heel rest on the floor. All right. Now, you're probably feeling that hip flexor, the front of your hip. So we're going to stretch that one out. You have two options. You can just scoot over to the side of your chair, or you can scoot forward, rotating. Find a spot where your left foot is nice and solid on the floor. You're going to hold the chair with your left hand and step your right foot back. Try and find a spot where your knee is pointing toward the floor. If you're feeling frisky and you want to move your foot back more, that's fine, but just find a spot where you feel stable. Now the legs get to stay in this position. Again, we're going to move this right arm. So when you inhale, you're just going to reach your right arm out in front of you and up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, bring that arm all the way down. So repeat this movement. Inhale, reaching forward and up. Exhale, arm comes forward and down. Again, you go at your speed. I'm going to do two more. Keep that leg working hard, so pressing out through your leg. And the next time you bring that right arm to your side, you can reach back, grab your leg, pull it forward, and scoot back toward the center of your chair, adjusting everything. Now take a second, notice the difference from one side to the other. What we did was we tightened the muscle first and then we stretched it out. It gives you a better stretch. So even if you can't do the full movement, try and do something where you're tightening the muscle first. But I'm going to take you through that whole setup on the other side. So start by stretching your left leg out onto the floor. Your heel is on the floor. Just pointing and flexing your foot. You breathe however you want. As you point and flex, you can do a little rotation with your toes out. Maybe do a little rotation with your toes kind of pointing in, and feel the difference in your body. Breathing easy. The next time you're flexing your foot, you're going to keep that left foot flexing. You can hold the seat of your chair if you want. You can even lean back a little bit, but you really want to engage your abdominals. So pull your belly button in. On your exhale, you're going to bend that left knee in towards your belly. As you inhale, you're going to straighten your leg. Your heel can come to the floor. So exhale, bending. Inhale, straightening. Even if you're just barely lifting your heel up, that's okay. We're tightening these hip flexors just a little bit. Gonna do one more. And then straighten your leg out. Take a breath. All right, now we're gonna stretch out that left hip flexor. So again, you can either scoot over to the left side of your chair or you can scoot forward. Just find a spot where your right hip, your right butt cheek feels solid on the chair. Right hand is holding the seat of your chair. Step that left leg back. And again, it might be different on this side. Just find a spot where you're pointing your knee toward the floor, especially if you feel like you're rotating out to the side. Really drop that knee toward the floor so you really get that space along the front crease of your hip. Once you feel stable, we're going to move this left arm. So on your inhale, reach your left arm forward and up. And then when you exhale, just bring that arm all the way back down. Repeating this movement. Finding that easy breath. Nice strong leg. Maybe clenching your glutes, clenching your butt cheeks a little bit. Okay, one more if you can. Now reach back, grab your leg, bring it forward, scooting back toward the center of your chair. Adjust everything. Again, maybe feeling those hip flexors a little bit. All right, so I want you to keep your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor, bring your feet close together. We're still focusing on these hips just a little bit. Bring your hands to the outsides of your legs here. You're gonna do two things at the same time. So at the same time, gently press with your hands and slowly open your knees away from each other, pushing through that resistance. And then you're gonna bring your hands to the insides of your legs, squeezing those knees together. Again, pushing through that resistance. Remind yourself, you can adjust how much resistance you give yourself. If you wanna add the breath as you exhale, bring your knees together. And then when you inhale, knees go wide, that belly can come out. Exhale, knees together, really pull that belly button in. I'm gonna do two more. You go at your speed. Maybe just one more. All right, so we're balancing the inside and the outside muscles of your legs. Now we're gonna stretch them out a little bit. So open your feet a little wider than hip distance away from each other. And then we're gonna do a forward fold. So just bring your arms down the insides of your legs. You just go as far forward as it feels good. When you come forward, think about pressing your elbows into your legs just a little bit, just giving yourself that little bit of resistance again. Try and relax your neck, your shoulders. Let all the snot fall out of your head. Breathe in easy. Now you can slowly sit up however you like. Take your time. And then when you come up to sitting, if your head is feeling a little unbalanced today, if the room is spinning, give yourself a minute. But again, you're gonna find a spot where both feet can be flat on the floor, and you're gonna hold the seat of your chair. So reach back as far as you can, holding the seat of your chair. On your next inhale, what you're gonna do is squeeze your shoulder blades together behind your back. Gently press your feet into the floor, clenching your butt cheeks as you go. And then when you exhale, relax, pull that belly button in. So really press your feet into the floor, clench your butt cheeks, squeezing your shoulder blades together on that inhale. And then when you exhale, relax everything. We're gonna do two more. Okay, one more time. Now just bring your hands to your legs, round your back, squeezing those shoulders up high, and then sit up tall. Maybe roll your shoulders a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna adjust the feet again. If you like, you can just cross your right ankle in front of your left ankle. If you're feeling pretty frisky, you can bring that right ankle to your opposite knee. Now the idea here is that you're just finding a spot where your hips, your legs feel comfortable, and we're gonna focus on a little forward bend. The big deal here is that you're not pushing far and you wanna lead with your chest. So I'm gonna give you the side view. So find that spot where your legs feel stable. When you inhale, just get tall. On your exhale, you're gonna bring your chest forward. Try not to lead with your chin, just lead with your chest. When you inhale, sit up tall. Now here's the deal. If you're not going very far, that's okay. Just find that little stretch. We're really working on this right hip, your right glute. And again, if any part of your body says, this is a terrible idea, why am I doing this? Please listen to your body. All right, the next time you're sitting up tall, you get to stay sitting up tall, but if you can, keep your legs how they are. See if you can bring that left hand to the outside of your right knee. And then think about bringing that right knee towards your opposite shoulder. So you're just pulling it in towards your belly, wherever it feels okay. Again, pay attention. If you're feeling compression or cramping on the hip flexors, just back off. It's okay. The leg position is just a little extra. We're gonna do a little twist here. So what I want you to do is start by reaching your right arm forward. Rotate your palm toward the ceiling like you're holding a bowl of soup. Now on your next exhalation, you're gonna reach that right arm around behind you. Just reach as far back as you can. Let your chin follow your hand. When you inhale, bring that arm forward. So we're going to repeat this. Exhale, reaching around behind you. Inhale, bringing it forward. Maybe 2 more. Last one, reach around behind you. Wherever you are, however far you're reaching back, stay there, keep breathing. See if you can just turn your chin the opposite direction. Take another breath or 2 here. And then turn your chin all the way to the right. One more breath right here, feel that twist. And then you get to untwist, coming all the way forward, set both feet onto the floor and adjust yourself. I feel so crooked. All right, good news though. If you're feeling crooked, we're gonna do the other side right away. Start either with your left ankle in front of your right ankle. This is perfectly fine. It puts your hip in the rotation. That's what we're aiming for. If you're feeling good, you can always bring that left ankle to your right knee. This is a lot of torque on all these joints. If any joint starts to yell at you, return here, okay? And again, we're just gonna do that little forward fold, and I'll give you the side view again. So spine stays tall. When you exhale, just folding over your legs, just that little bit. When you inhale, sit up nice and tall. Again, exhale, pull your belly button in, leading with your chest. This side is different, so pay attention to your body. I'm gonna do 1 more. So just feel in your body. All right, as you sit up tall, keep lifting your chest. You're gonna bring your right hand to the outside of your left leg and think about bringing that left knee towards your opposite shoulder. Again, pay attention. If any part of your body says, adjust. Because you can do the twist. Even if both feet are on the floor, you can do this twist. There's always a way to adapt, right? Start by bringing that left hand forward, palm up like you're holding your soup. When you exhale, you're gonna reach around behind you, chin towards your knee. When you inhale, untwist, bringing that hand forward. So again, like that, exhale, twisting, reaching back. Inhale, untwisting. Try and breathe through your nose if you can. Notice where you feel it in your body. The next time you reach back, keep reaching back, keep breathing. Pull that belly button in. You're gonna keep that left hand reaching back. Just turn your chin the opposite direction. Find the stretch, find the space that you need here. This feels so good for me, guys. All right, now turn your chin to the left. Feel that twist 1 more time. And then you're gonna untwist. Coming forward, let both feet come to the floor. And maybe you still feel a little crooked. That's okay. So if you can, stretch both legs out in front of you just a little bit. Your knees do not have to be perfectly straight. Hands come to your legs. You're just gonna fold forward, finding a forward fold that feels good for you. Hands are on your legs. Now when you inhale, all I want you to do is flatten your back, lifting your chest just that little bit. As you exhale, you're gonna fold forward more. Try and relax your shoulders, relax your neck. So inhale, just extending through your spine. Exhale, folding forward. Maybe 2 more. One more time. All right, and then extending through your spine, flatten your back, nice strong back, stand or sit all the way up. Find a spot here, take a breath, feel your body. If the room is spinning, take a minute. When you're ready, I'm gonna have you stand all the way up. Now you can just stay standing in front of your chair or behind your chair, whatever works for you. But try and find a spot where your legs feel solid and stable. Feel your feet pressing into the floor. Maybe make sure your knees are unlocked. Belly button's pulling in, even if lunch is right there. And then lengthen your spine. So we're gonna come back to that very first, one of the first moves we did. Bring your hands together at your chest. On your next inhalation, you're gonna reach up toward the ceiling. And then when you exhale, reach out to the sides and down. Take up the whole space, take up the whole room, fall off the camera. Let's do it again. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching out to the sides and down. I'm gonna invite you to do 2 more. Maybe just 1 more time. And then bring your hands together at your chest. Maybe pat yourself on the back and congratulate yourself for taking this little time, doing a little work. I know chair poses often feel like maybe they're not going to be as strong, but we're hitting different things and they're way easier than sitting on your butt on the floor. So hopefully you feel that action through your hips and your shoulders today. Thank you so much for playing. Namaste.